Hey everyone, this is Tats Trader. My name is Pasha, and this is week 3 of my $100,000 challenge. Now, this week we've noticed there was a big hype on electronic vehicle companies and companies that are involved in production of electronic vehicles. Some of these companies went up as much as 400-500%. And also, last Friday, the Senate was voting on legalizing of cannabis or decriminalizing cannabis on federal level in the US. And some of the cannabis companies also went up like crazy. The whole week I was kind of trying to stay away from this hype because higher volatility when stock go up 500-700%. In general, you can kind of link it with losses. So on 2 of my accounts, I've actually broke even. I made some gains, but these gains were offset by a few negative trades. So, but on one of my accounts that I reserved strictly for OTC trading, I've made over 30% profit. And this is the pattern, the OTC dip buy pattern that I always talk about, that I've been tracking for years, that actually helped me to basically kill it this week and made solid profit. So let's not talk much. I'm gonna show you the trades that I made with the OTC tickers, and there's gonna be some analysis. Webull's account, on this account I was pretty much flat the whole week. I made a few positive trades and a few negative trades. I'm currently holding CISS. I'm shorting 135 shares and my average is 620. Originally I was shorting a lot more shares. Now this stock went up almost 300%. I was actually waiting for a higher overextension. If that happened, if stock went to 17, I would have purchased puts with longer expiration dates. These puts would have been super cheap and I could have made a lot of money on this way down, but unfortunately it only extended 300%. So total I was shorting 600 shares, and as stock was going up I was kind of adding and then it went down and I closed most of it. So on this trade I pretty much broke even and I'm just down roughly a few $100 and I'm holding it, waiting for stock to drop even further. Now, yeah, this is the Webull's account. Interactive brokers, I'm pretty much flat. I had a few good trades, few bad trades, nothing really huge. Now, however, on this account, this is where I made the most money. And just for this week, my realized gain is roughly $700. And that's what I want to focus on. Now, you know, market is kind of cyclical. It comes with cycles. So some strategies work and some don't. But there's always something that works. And that's what I was kind of focused on this whole week. Now the first one is HYSR. It's an OTC stock. So this pattern works particularly well on OTC stocks because first of all, there's no regulations. If stock goes up 200-300%, it's not gonna hold. So that's kind of good, and you know, it's kind of self-explanatory because OTC means over the counter, so they're not really regulated. So normally I would like to wait for a good overextension over 100%. Ideally, if you have a multi-day runner, I want to see something like 500-600% on OTC stock. So in this case, it went 450%, which meets my my criteria for this pattern. And then I know that there's this red day coming. So if you look at the day chart here, whenever you have this big overextension, you know that the big red day is coming. So my strategy is to wait for this red day, right? And to catch this panic. So that's exactly what I did on December the 1st this week. This OTC stock dropped roughly 35%. And I bought it at the bottom with this green candle and I rode it all the way up. And on this trade, see how much I made. I made $167, which was pretty okay. TOUR, this is another stock that had a massive panic. It's actually OTC stock as well. It had a massive panic from $4.36 all the way down to $277, and I bought it at this green candle. I set my stop loss right here and it went all the way up. I sold it, and then this play made me roughly $240. So whenever you trade OTC dip buy pattern, it's kind of like a 3-step process. First of all, you need to see a big extension. So let's say a stock that goes 300, 400, 500, 700%, 900%. The more extension you have, the higher the odds of winning for this particular pattern. So secondly, so let's say have your extension 700%. Secondly, you want to wait for some kind of a consolidation, right? Which means that all the buyers and sellers, they're trapped in this because they're buying here, buying, selling, and all the investors get trapped here. So you know, whenever there's a big red day, all these people who bought these shares here, 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 they all gonna sell at some point. And whenever you have a big panic, all these people are gonna sell their shares, or at least most of them are gonna sell their shares. And that's exactly what I'm waiting for. Now in this day, it was December the 1st, you have this big drop from 24 cents all the way down to 14 cents, roughly 38% drop. And then I bought it as soon as I saw this green candle. So, and it bounced, let me see how much, 49% ideally. Well, of course, I wasn't able to wait the whole 49% move because no one is perfect, and ideally you only take 10, 15, maybe 20% move, but it's still pretty solid. And then that's the first red day, right? So if you look at the daily chart, you have a massive overextension. That's the first red day. And after the first red day, you know there's still some back holders. There's still people who bought day previously, or even who bought the dip on the first red day. So whenever that happens, I know that there's a high possibility that the second red day is coming and the second panic is coming. And I know that all I have to do is just wait a big drop and I'll buy it at a green candle. Now, how do I know where exactly to buy? Because you know, you have first green candle, you have your second green candle. Well, that's when this is why you need statistics. This is why you track this kind of stuff. This is why you gather massive data for years and years. So when this pattern comes, you know at which level to buy, pretty much. So again, that was the first day, first red day. I bought it, I made some money. That's the second red day. The same thing happened, it tanked. I bought it at the first green candle when I first saw this reversal. And my risk is right under here. And on first red day, my risk is here. And then you see the bounce is 51%. Now, what's gonna happen next? Whenever I see a third red day, let's say it's gonna panic next day again, guess what? Just based on these 2 days, I know statistically with a high degree of probability where I need to buy and how much it's gonna bounce. How do I know this? Well, I just look at the history. It dropped 38%, the bounce is 48%, right? Secondly, it dropped 41% and it bounced 47%. So I know the average bouncing percentage for this particular stock is here is 48%, 47%, almost 48%. So next time it drops, I'm gonna wait well over 40% bounce. So this is the idea how I trade these kind of stocks. And just because it was a crappy week, I basically broke even on 2 of my accounts. But this third account, and thanks to this dip buy pattern, I was able to finish the week strong. Right guys, and thank you for watching. This was the week 3 recap, and I'll see you guys next week.